Welcome to the Hot Young Designers Club podcast.
I'm Rebecca Plum, your big sister.
And I'm Shaun Surha, your GBF.
We're not that hot or that young,
but we believe it's a state of mind that helps us build adaptable and profitable businesses.
We rely on the support of our design besties to get through each day.
So let's explore the emotional, practical, and humorous sides of being interior designers.
Welcome to the club.
Hey, Shaun.
What's up, Rebecca?
Oh my God, we've been meeting for 2 hours and No.
Yeah.
How many hours?
Longer.
Yeah.
9:30 or something. We've been, we were like head deep in a
4
bunch
hours.
We must like each other or something.
Well, we're planning something very exciting.
Which that is the number one way when
get
you
me to talk to you?
When you capture the magic. If you want us to only record episodes, we're like, no, we'll just instead we'll spend 20 minutes on Marco Polo. But
they don't have time.
But when we're planning and doing something together, we're like naturally brainstorming and all the thoughts just blow out of our brains, like in a good way. Like all the stuff starts flowing and that's flow state is what I'm describing. Yeah.
For a very special project, though.
A very special project that involves hotties going to Mexico City next year.
Yay. Oh my God. We are really getting into nitty gritty stuff, you guys. So we're not travel agents, but we're going to be when we're done with this.
She's not kidding.
Fully qualified.
But if you're just joining this and you're like, what the hell are they talking about? Go to our link in bio on our Instagram. We have a Google form that you'd submit for us to tell us a little bit about how you'd like to travel and what you're looking for. But we've already started putting something together, and in potentially a few short weeks ahead of us, we're going to be able to start having confirmed dates and launching and putting it out there. So by the time you hear this could be like one of those last chances to get into our list of that. So we know that you're interested in traveling with us and what that would look like.
Yeah, we're going to start communications really soon.
It's going to happen. We don't have like a signed contract with the dates in it yet. That's why we're saying this, you guys. Like, you're probably like, why aren't they? It's like, we're literally in real time. Our coordinator on the ground is going to send us more information and details on a narrowed down hotel.
She's doing a little scouting trip to like make sure they have everything we need there. And we should have dates. As soon as we have dates, like, game
it's happening.
On.
That's really what's holding us back right now is like, we could tell you the dates that we've already said we want to be there with her and in the trip. But if the hotel can't confirm all the rooms we want are available then yeah, we might adjust the days. So it's really coming fast.
But it's just roughly save the 4 weeks now. Save the month of, I think it's March 2027. We're trying to stay clear of spring breakers before and after the Easter weekend. So we're going to make it beautiful. We're going to make it as like streamlined and all inclusive as possible. So it's really just book it, get your passport in order, and you won't really have to do a lot.
I mean, you have to come and have fun with us and be ready to like have community with designer. Oh yeah, but you're gonna come and you're gonna bring stuff ready to share and talk about.
Oh no, yeah, we're gonna have like community stuff. But I just mean like when I went to Morocco last year, I was just thinking about this. Like my friends and I that I went with, we were having monthly Zooms. Like we were literally, it was like a year-long project that we worked on together, which I kind of miss because I talked to my college friends that I don't talk to as much. So we had this long project. So our husbands got to go on this amazing trip that they didn't have to think one thing about.
Yeah.
Every detail was handled. So that's what it's going to be. You're going to be the husbands on the trip. Like literally.
If you've always wanted to go on a trip where you can be more type B than type A, that's this type of trip.
I love those kinds of trips.
We also want that for ourselves, but we will be having to be a little more type A because we're hosting it and it's us. And hopefully one of the most beautiful
groups. But we'll
groups
have guides and people helping too. So
and a beautiful group of designers that I don't know. Every time we do something, whether it's a tour at High Point with you guys or we're like just having a random meetup at a happy hour somewhere, like every time something really great comes of those interactions with each other or some new idea, a deeper friendship. Like that's what's helped me feel the most secure in this industry is groups of people that I know I can be vulnerable with and talk to and like ask the real stuff. And I feel like that's exactly what we're creating with this trip.
Yeah. And bonus, it's a write-off.
It is. So if your CPA has been telling you that you need to do education or marketing work or whatever, I just feel like this is going to be a wonderful cultural aspirational trip too. And yeah, tell your CPA that that's what it was for.
But it is. Like, it's legit.
This is legit. And we were just talking about before we started, we were talking about furniture orders that you caught like just in time.
So I have 2 projects that are going into production to construction at the same time. Like, it's been a little bit just like a lot of the same. Like, okay, like we were in design at the same time, and then now I'm building the construction documents and just like going through all the details with the contractors and making sure I have thought through everything and the client knows. So it's just all that little detail stuff. And I got the cabinet drawings back from the contractor, and we're doing like a seated vanity in the bathroom, the primary bathroom. And I'd already ordered all the furniture because we're also doing furniture for a few rooms. So I'd ordered a custom, it's a dining chair, but it swivels and it's really cute. And I already ordered it like COM. I'm like, before I sign off on these cabinet drawings, I'm just going to double check seat heights and just, confirm.
Like you do.
Like you're supposed to. But I hadn't, okay, in my defense, I hadn't had the cabinet drawings yet. So it didn't have the exact numbers. So I look, the opening that they had for this vanity because it has drawers was 22.25 inches or something from the bottom of the drawer to the floor. And I was like, oh, that seems really low. And so I checked the seat height of the chair, 22.75. Oh my God.
The vanity hasn't been built yet, or it is?
No, nothing's been built. Well, the chair's on order, but it's also was not in production yet. So I reached out to Norwalk. I'm like, can you guys? So the stool, it's like a stool. It looks like a little drum ottoman almost with a tiny back on it. And then it has a band of like a plinth wood band around the bottom that swivels. And then like these little block legs that are like 2 or 3 inches. So I pulled it up. I'm like, oh my God, is there anything I can do to cut this thing down?
Oh my gosh.
I reached out to Special Applications, which is the beauty of Norwalk is they do modifications to a point if they can. And he's like, oh yeah, we can just chop the legs off and put little glides on instead. And that'll drop it like 2.5 inches. I'm like, okay, I can work with that between that and adjusting the cabinets. So I cleared with the client, like, are you okay with this not having legs? And she was. So
I mean, honestly, it'd probably be
it's so
better to
cute.
have it low to the ground because it's not like a little toe killer without, I don't know how
Right.
tall the feet were, but a couple inches. So now the base of the chair will sit at the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be cute. It's still cute.
I always feel like vanity seats do look low, or they're a stool, or they're very squat, and you kind of don't want to be propped up too much. I feel like it's like a lower sit is nice.
And I don't know why this dining chair was a 22.5 inch seat height anyway. Like that's super high.
That's pretty tall.
It's like 3 inches higher than a standard.
Yeah, that feels like how you'd have like a comfort height toilet. Like that feels like a comfort height dining chair.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
Comfort height dining chairs versus standard height.
And it comes in a counter stool version too. So I was like, wait, did I order the counter height? Like maybe I messed it up, but no, it's just high. So measure twice. order once. It's all fine. I caught it. Like nothing like changed any.
This is why designers like this is part of the anxiety but also there's a profound amount of like waste that happens in an industry like ours, especially, where this is why designers end up having a second chair at their studio that was supposed to be for a project. And this is unfortunately why. And this is also part of why like West Elm, CB2, all these other places have so many returns. And so like in my mind, when you were saying it, like, yeah, there's all those realistic things, like it sucks, we make mistakes and all that. But so do all those other places. Like everywhere else they make mistakes. We're just trying to have as few as possible. And so I think part of it is as long as you don't lose money on it, it's easy to make mistakes.
I'm losing $90 for the modification, but that's fine.
Which
better than
like
$2,000.
Goes into like the markup cost of like this is the cost of doing business. Like we're instead of going back to the client and being
I'm
like
not charging
oopsie,
them.
like
Yeah.
And I feel like for any designer, the hardest place is to reach a sense of peace when things like this happen, and you just go, "This is the cost of doing business. This is what."
You
this
literally
is why
have
we
to
have
remember,
that,
it's already built in. Like the oops fee should already be built in.
Yeah, like
to
your hourly
margins.
rate should also have some oopsie built into it, so you know, like, oh, cool, like my time is compensated into my paycheck or how I'm getting paid. And then there's extra built into that, knowing like, hey, if I F something up and have to fix it and offer free time to fix it or something,
Yeah.
I still got paid for that time. But then I feel like we deal a little bit with that less and less because of where we're at in our journeys. Like this is my 9th year. Yeah, next year I'll be going into 10.
Less
Like
education.
yeah,
Hard
but in like
education lessons.
in year
Still happen though.
in year one, we were having the, like, oh, I'm not charging enough to eat somebody else's mistakes
It
usually.
hurt.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm paying this out. I'm literally eating all the profit and then some on some stuff when I
Well,
first
it's coming
started.
out of my pocket. Yeah. It's a little bit of a mentality shift. It's also just building buffer in your actual bank account and your mind. So like I have a percentage that I automatically just push into my furniture just for this purpose. So it's just there. And mentally it's already spent. And so I'm not like, oh, now I
have to spend that money. Like, well, you're going to do it
it's
anyway.
coming out of my daughter's college fund. Like it's not. Like I'm not stressed about it in that way anymore. And the client shouldn't suffer for something you should have caught.
And it's like, it's what we do hear from designers who are like, oh, I know. But it's like, we have that emotional burden of carrying that is the part that's really hard to get over. Like no one's taking advantage of it.
Like if that chair was already built without those legs and was 22 inches and it was a drum to the floor, like I would have been asked out. Like it wouldn't have, I'm not just trying to give the client something that doesn't look good. It still looks good. So, but I couldn't have chopped it down or done anything else.
Oh my God, yeah.
Or like, I guess I could have raised the height of the counter, which would have still technically been fine, but it's okay.
I know, but what a shame to change the height of a counter. Yeah, I think you picked the right thing. Like, there's a standard height for counters and things like that for a reason usually. And like the chair is usually, I would have thought the chair would be lower too.
Well, and my measurements were probably not exact because I wasn't building the cabinet frames out. I don't build to that detail like
oh yeah,
the cabinet guy does. So
I just call out like, oh, finished height for this bathroom cabinet's 32 inches.
I want these drawers to be
inches.
5 inches. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was fun.
Yeah. Thank God. Crisis saved. Not averted, but like
blood
saved.
Pressure raised for a moment.
Oh my God. I can only imagine the what the hell like moment of that.
I think that might have woke me up.
So wait, you had a moment where you went, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, what height is that going to be?
When I
Like-
saw the 22-inch opening, I was like, wait.
Like that
That's
seems
low.
tight.
That's low. Yeah.
Yeah. And then a drawer, and you're like, wait a minute, are the knees going to be hitting this kind of vibe? Which they probably still would. I don't know.
If it was, it's not, they're not going to. There's 5 inches.
They'll be good.
Now. We did raise it up. We bumped it up an inch. We made like a couple adjustments.
Enough for a heart attack. My God. I don't know what I would do.
I mean, it would have been a heart attack if the cabinets were made and the thing was sent and the chair was ordered. Like, but this is why I like do the final review. So anyway,
I'm glad you didn't have to deal with that. Not too heavily.
Yeah.
Because I know
the timing was right.
The timing was good. Sometimes the universe really wants that for you. I have been headlong in putting more stuff in Programa lately, like non-spawn. You guys, but I've been enjoying having it for details and attachments, and it kind of does put together the spec books pretty fast and amazing lately.
Yeah, the only thing that's missing for me in the spec books is I wish it bundled them by section. Like, wouldn't it be nice if there were subfolders by section? Because if you're doing each section as a trade
instead of like a big zipped.
Yeah, so it just gives you, it breaks down a couple different versions of it, but it does give you one big folder full of every attachment that you clipped. And I organize my spec sheets by trade, so it would be nice if, maybe I should write them this, if they put folders for each section. So then I could just send, this is all printouts for the electrical pieces, this is all plumbing fixtures.
How would it do it? Is that, okay, you're having me think now. I guess what we're saying is then that an FF&E, if you built the schedule in there in Programa, how could you do it now? You'd probably have to break it down by a schedule for every specialty, or you'd make a schedule for every room with sections for trade.
It would still bundle them all together.
So you'd have to do that. Actually, that
they
does
should
feel
be able
wild.
to do it. They're already categorizing it, so they should be able to do that.
That would be, I mean, for me, the construction part of it would be so much better if I really could just like print 100 pages and they're already like, oh, you just flip through, the lighting is at the front and then the plumbing and then the cabinetry, like whatever it is. That would be great if there was a way to just have you, oh, great, now I'll just drop these in my dividers in my construction binder and it's done.
That's what I mean.
Like,
actually, though, maybe they do bundle them by order. Maybe they are all dumped in a big dump, but they're in section order.
I know, because right now you have me wondering, like, export as PDF.
Okay, this is not good radio.
I mean, anyways, you guys, we're messing with it. I think you could do it. But anyway, so the short version is we're messing around with Programa. This is non-sponsored, but we're both usually, I don't know about you. I would definitely say a bottleneck to getting completed out on stuff is like the bindering of it all is not design work as far as I'm concerned. Like someone needs to do it. And yes, like it is my job as the interior designer. However, I personally feel like my work designing is already done by the time a construction binder needs to be put together. I don't want to be the one spending all the time putting a binder together constantly. Like, that's crazy. Like, if I want to stay in more design work, this is definitely the admin behind the scenes stuff that is not, I'm not designing anymore.
Fighting with printers. Okay, wait. I just want to clear something up. I'm pretty sure it's bundling them in order of section.
Okay.
Or it's in section. Yeah.
Okay.
Why is there only plumbing?
When you download them, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
and they give you the
fun.
booklet, but the booklet isn't the attached. So the attachments that you can click and clip that's nice about it are the like manufacturer attachments. So like installation and
parts diagrams, all that kind of.
Versus just the spec sheet of size and whatever.
Right. I think it goes pretty fast. Like we could do a lot pretty quickly. I've been getting used to it though, because the wording's a little different. There's a lot of schedule stuff. And when you bring in attachments, the naming conventions are really rough. I would say that, like, whatever, say it's a Kohler faucet and you download the spec sheet, like the technical specs from that, whatever file name that downloaded as, if you upload that into Programa as an attachment,
it renames it.
But it doesn't give it it doesn't say like care and maintenance instructions or parts diagram, or like you still that is a little bulky. And that's more of like if you're gonna do it, you
share it.
Yeah, like you gotta kind of.
But I think if you shared the link for the item in Programa, they can just do that themselves. Instead of sharing in a PDF, you would share the item.
What do you mean? They would do what? Name the file? What do you mean?
Like if you, for some reason, needed to send the plumber a specific install that they don't have the booklet for whatever reason, you would just send the item through Programa as a link, as a live link, and then they could see the attachment in there through Programa instead of it's like hosted in Programa instead of sending them a PDF that has some mumbly jumbly name.
When I upload, whatever the upload is, type, like say it's just 1234.pdf, it uploads as 1234.pdf in the attachments. It won't say like parts diagram or install instructions or anything like that. I have to
So they wouldn't know what they were clicking.
Yeah, like they're just going to click on an attachment name.
Yeah.
And that's the part that I'm like, oh, I don't love that. So you have to rename them, which is another thing.
And how do you have to download it?
You can edit them when they're already in there. You can go in and edit each attachment's name, but you can't, okay, here's the other part. There's no preview for the attachments. So you have to download the attachment if you uploaded it separate.
When I'm looking at my attachment for my Kohler faucet, whatever, it's called in Programa, it's called Kohler installation sheet. It's the name that Kohler gave it.
And then I have stuff from
but when you download it into a bundle and export it, it is random names. Coded names.
Yeah. Like I have, THT_TI. I'm like, okay, that's technical instructions.
So that's what I'm saying. If the names are still fine in Programa, then if you needed to share something individually, then just share the link through Programa instead of the PDF that has no name on it. Yeah.
Instead of the random .pdf, you need to keep sharing the Programa link that's kept up to date. Yeah. This is good. This is like mini process party, but not really. Because we're not actually planning on talking about this for long. But yeah, I've been headlong in getting some of that done. But what is good is it's helping speed up some conversations on a couple bids that I'm collecting right now, where I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I see that's not in there. I'll add that. We'll buy that. Like, I had a contractor say, oh, what's happening with this? And I'm like, you're going to buy that. I don't want to be involved in that. Like, you go get the whatever, Panasonic, Whispers, whatever. Like,
I like that you can assign who's doing what, and then everyone can see it. Because there's sometimes, like, I'm in one of my projects, it's like unclear. The contractor, I can't tell if he cares or not. He's like, yo, you do. I don't care. You do it. No, you do it. Like, I think he doesn't want the admin of buying stuff. So, like, okay, I'm just going to order it all. You tell me.
Yeah.
I'm going to order all the tile, but.
And then you just like get moving because they have now they have visibility. They can see, oh, shoot, we need to get all that stuff. Yeah. Why doesn't Rebecca just do it? Like, she's already got all the details. I might as well let her.
And I have reps and stuff.
Yeah. The pathway is easier. Oh, I know what we should talk about, because we were talking about this a couple weeks ago. We were talking about how Pookie lighting sold to Visual Comfort, and then we were talking about other lighting brands, and then we were talking about Schoolhouse, and you were waiting for Schoolhouse to get stuff up on Hudson Valley.
Yeah.
And then now they are.
I found it last night at 11 o'clock.
Like it just popped in your head?
No, I was working on the newsletter and I was like, oh, I just saw some cool stuff at Hudson Valley. Schoolhouse aside, they've been like really doing some cute stuff, especially their table lamps. And I noticed on their table lamps, they're starting to separate their shades,
Yeah.
which I haven't looked further enough to know if it's everything you buy the shades separate, but that gives you shade options, which is nice. And then they started doing these fabric pleated shade options, which are so cute and like a nice price. So anyway, so I went to go check for that link last night, and then I saw Schoolhouse. I opened Hudson Valley, and there was a pillow, and I was like, "Wait, what?" And then I saw, yeah, Schoolhouse launched, and it's pretty much the same stuff so far,
Yeah, it feels like it.
which I'm excited for them to start innovating again. But I don't know. It's so that's cute. I'm happy for them. I don't know the BTS on it. But they have rugs and their lighting and hardware. But the price, our discount is not as good as I get on the rest of the site, but that's pretty expected.
You think so?
I feel like it's 20%. I don't know if it's across all products or not, but
Like retail pricing wise, they're probably not, they didn't plan a lot of adjustments in that.
well, yeah, the designer pricing isn't as deep. I feel like it's disconnected from the rest of my pricing.
And what I just thought of is the Schoolhouse website is still live.
Is there new stuff or is it the old stuff?
Yeah, it still looks like everything is in here.
I wonder if it's doubled.
It's all just like combined together now, maybe? Yeah, because they've got like the Alabax large
Yeah, it's the
flush
same
mount.
items.
I think you might make, I don't know. I'm logged in and I'm not seeing.
I think it's item by item or
Yeah, because some
category.
of
Because
these,
like
the
I get
price is not
50%
different
on
at
this.
all.
Oh, I get 50% off on this table, but I looked at a light and it was 20.
That's going to be confusing, right?
Well, not if you just look at the cost in your account.
But on a consumer level, it definitely is like kind of how Mitzi works, where Mitzi has a lot of visible consumer pricing because they've put a lot into the e-commerce side of that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably exactly like that.
No, you're going to make money off of it. Like that, the Alabax one is MSRP 344 is what's on their website, and there's a good pricing discount on that. Yeah, maybe some of these vary because of who produced them and if there's any inventory left, but I'll keep looking. I can't wait to see like what they could do with better manufacturing and with hopefully like, because I think didn't Schoolhouse's last owner.
Is it different manufacturing?
I would be shocked if Hudson Valley didn't
Well,
try
that's why
to.
I'm wondering if some of them, if they kept some of the manufacturing and some of the lighting, and that's why the price it's higher cost.
Yeah. Or like just have to keep like, hey, we're going to finish production on this stuff because we need a brand that's up and running and selling stuff. So like for now, you guys keep production of these set things, and
I'm sure it will
Hudson Valley
evolve.
doesn't have like a blanket factory. Like before this, like they didn't have someone to make pottery and to do all that stuff necessarily.
Oh, wait, but these knobs are shipping in October. There's a lot of stuff shipping in October.
Okay, so that means
Some's in stock.
I'm so curious to see
The Tala light bulbs are in stock. Those are
what are they going to have at market in October when we go?
I know,
Like,
I'm really excited.
Where do you put a brand like Schoolhouse? Like they're pretty they have a really big offering, and the Hudson Valley showroom it feels full.
Well, but they have 2 showrooms.
It's going to be like a campus. They're going to need like a whole.
Yeah, maybe they took another one. I'm going to Vegas, so I'll let you know if they have anything there. It'll be smaller, but
That makes sense. I wonder if they'll have like a small intro space.
yeah, I'm sure they're starting to roll out Vegas products, which is why I'm noticing new.
I'm excited because if anything, they still have a lot of following, but it would be great when what they're introducing new feels maybe more design forward and like there's some new ideas. It feels like they kind of stagnated for a while. Schoolhouse did
Yeah, a lot of
before
these
this.
lights have been in their inventory or their catalog for 20 years.
And some of that is also like this, just like my private equity ruins stuff. But you definitely feel like when a company is being pinched, that creativity gets pinched first. Like R&D on new products gets smaller. The introduction of lines gets smaller. The quality of the lines, like they value engineer more. So maybe with some extra money from HVLG, they can get some new innovation in like, I don't know. I feel like Schoolhouse has a very loyal fan base.
Yeah, and there's not a lot like them. Like, it's not for every project for sure, but there's not a lot of other brands that have that
Like
aesthetic.
color and style
Simple,
together.
yeah.
I'm kind of stoked. I'm excited because there will be new stuff for us to see when we're there. Like you're going to see some stuff
I
in
think they'll
July,
like have
but
a little soft, probably roll out in July, but then, yeah, I think the biggie will be High Point.
I'm excited.
Oh, I want to order one of these rugs, actually. Okay. Yeah, the Clairvy stuff is in there still. Okay, I have a serious thing to talk about.
Oh, let me get it. Okay. Grab my water. Get ready.
I have a 741-day Duolingo streak.
Okay.
Think I'm going to abandon
What language?
Spanish.
Oh.
Probably not the time to abandon it, TBH, but
yeah, like let's go to Mexico City. Okay, so that's like 2 years.
yeah.
But do you feel your Spanish has gotten better? How is your conversational Spanish?
No, it's not
Okay.
conversational. It's like I know words. I could probably read and understand the vibe. Like
Like
I
you could
know
probably
the
read a
gist.
couple sentences if something is in Spanish. And
I'm gonna walk in the side that says open, or like I know how to open and close things. I know what an apple is.
this is like me with Danish. Like I don't speak Danish. I just know enough from my family saying words and from me studying them. Like
I know you're talking about a farm, but I don't know if you're saying you live on it, you're selling it, you bought
are we
the
going
farm.
to it? Yeah.
Like I don't know that part. Is it a yes or a no? I'm not sure.
It's funny you mentioned this because I have been wondering. Sam, my boyfriend, speaks Khmer. He's Cambodian. His mom speaks Khmer, and she is like obviously much more fluent in it than he is. But they've been in the Khmer like diaspora since the 70s, and so even the Khmer that they speak is different than like Khmer if I try to learn the words, and there is no Duolingo for Khmer, and I'm like, I feel like conversational learning would be better for us as adults than like app-based learning for this is like my
Yeah, and I've heard the other apps. There's some other apps that are better for that. It pissed me off. Have you ever done Duolingo?
yes, yeah. I did it for years on the train when I would go to work. It was like, oh, cool, I'm on the train. I could do my Duolingo
I'm
time.
learning.
Yeah.
So you do, like time's running out. Like you have to do your little lesson every day. And 2 days in a row now, I don't know what happened where I did the lesson and I did not get credit for it. So Duo is pissed. He's cold.
Yeah, the icon keeps changing.
Well, like he's freezing, which means I need to unfreeze my streak. So like I'm pissed because I did it, but I must not have like gone through enough windows for it to claim.
Like
so
submit everything.
yeah. So now I'm just like,
Is
I
this
think I
just
might be
you
ready
like,
to move on.
oh, like, do you feel like this is just a reactionary?
Like I'm
Like,
being
well, I'm just
sour.
pouty and I don't like it.
A
Or
little
is this
bit, because like I already jumped through your hoops. Like I didn't jump through it high enough, and now you're punishing me. And now I'm not giving it any money, so I'm not buying any.
No, you're not gonna buy your way out of
unfreezes.
That's like a Snapchat. Like the idea of streaks always felt so weird to me. Keep your streak going. I'm like, But what do I get if I have a streak? Like, what are you giving me when I have a streak?
Literally nothing.
That's where I think I
Except I
get
do
stuck
get a
on
little
that.
bit of cred because I have it as a the widget on my home screen, and so like Cecily's friends will be like, "Do you have 700?" Like they can see it from my phone.
Like the discipline. Yeah. Like, whoa, she's so
I've
disciplined.
never
Like,
gotten past 13. So you got to
that's
make
like,
your widget really big so you get a little bit of props from like the Trader Joe's checkout person.
I don't know. Could we just I feel like you'd get better street cred if you could speak Spanish conversationally at a register when someone like needs help, or like you walk up and
No,
then,
that's I think also part of it is I've gotten into a couple situations, not where someone's speaking to me, but I'm like, oh, wait, if I'm just like raw dogging around the street and I don't have the lessons are always like framed in a situation. I'm like, okay, we're talking about, I don't know, restaurants. So I know everything's gonna be restaurant related and I can like context clue it. But if somebody has just asked me on the street and I don't have any context, I don't think I would know jack shit. And they speak fast with
oh my gosh, I was just thinking about
not this turtle mode that I put it in a lot of the time.
I know it's so slow. I think we did talk about, you don't have like a Raspado lady or like a elote guy or anybody who comes like, they come through with the carts and they honk the horns and like, maybe that's a uniquely
Like where?
in LA. Like instead of like an ice cream truck, you're going to have like the Raspado.
Oh, in their neighborhood?
In the neighborhoods, like they push their carts or they'll have elote
There's
or
stands, but not like the cooked ones like I see down there. Yeah.
yeah, like they have the horn honk in the neighborhood. They're coming through with their cart, like pushing it, or it's on a bike. And anyway, so like I could speak enough Spanish, like I call it transactional Spanish. Like
Yeah.
I could get through a
Dos, por
register.
favor?
Like, yeah, like I could get through the hi, how are you? Oh, I'm good. Like, that's great. Oh, this looks fantastic. Can I order? Like, I could get through all of that. But then if it diverts from that transactional script that I have been trained on, I'm dead. Like,
And
I
they
don't
always
know
try
enough.
to like, okay,
And
gringo, like let's see what you got here. Like they take you to the next level. Like, no, I'm out.
yeah, I'm like, oh, that was cute. No, actually, that was the end of my cosplay. Like, I don't know anymore. Are you asking for advice or are you looking for reassurance? Like, what do you want to do with the Duolingo knowledge? Like,
I mean, I'm not putting it on my resume, like my LinkedIn.
yeah,
Like,
700-day streak.
there's
Like,
no value to it. I know. I just think I don't know if I need permission, a reason, maybe.
I just feel like the streak doesn't mean anything if you can break it and still pick up the learning where you wanted to. Like, does it matter? Like, I don't even remember what you get if you have a streak. I feel like it's nothing. So if it's nothing,
No, you just are trying not to break it. Like it's a chain letter.
but the real benefit would be like, the thought to me would be like, the longer you stay learning it, the more likely you are to do it. But that doesn't seem like it's coming together in this scenario. Like after 2 years, I would want
I think it's very
more.
helpful for vocabulary. Like I could take a Spanish vocabulary quiz and to my level do okay. Not in advanced mode.
But the goal is that you wanted to be able to speak it, or
yeah, I always felt like I'm half Mexican and took French in junior high and high school. Like that's sad. And I knew zero Spanish, like 0, 0. So it was a little bit of like embracing my culture, but I'm not.
And you had the trip to Oaxaca. Didn't that motivate some of the like, oh, this is good. I could keep up my Spanish.
I think that's why I started it because Cecily and I were doing it together. Yeah. And when her and I were doing it together, that was cute. And I want her to like do something. Then I found out she signed up to do English. She's such a
an English language class.
Duolingo.
No, and oh no.
Like you're so stupid.
I'm annoyed for you.
Yeah. What a trickster. I mean, hands, like, I gotta give her props. Like, she didn't learn to crawl for a long time because she would get tricky. Like, she'd be laying on a blanket and her toy was on the other side of the blanket. She just learned to pull the blanket towards her.
I
I
mean,
mean,
she's
work
adaptable.
smarter, not harder, I guess.
This is what our brains are designed to do, is like, oh, we can't do that. Well, here's what we can do. Like,
But like, we got to do hard things, girl. That's what I'm always pushing her. So, okay. Yeah. And you know what? When we're in CDMX, we're going to have an amazing Spanish guide with us, Spanish speaking guide that's going to know all the words.
all the local phrases. Cause I'm over here learning, like, I'm trying to learn
Textbook
friendly.
Spanish.
Yeah. But what I really need is like friendly, colloquial.
And that's going to be different in LA than there.
Oh my gosh. Even if you're like close to the border and you're like more Tejano, like that's gonna sound different than Chicano, like more LA sound. Like you're gonna
And think how big Mexico is too. Like all the different culture changes we have in our country, and they're even bigger.
like I want to cut. It's like when we hear people from the American South.
Yeah.
And then you hear different dialects. Like, I don't have that training in Spanish. I barely understand the word I'm saying in Spanish, let alone the accent. And do I sound like a textbook when I say it to people, which I do? That's the answer. But you don't want to.
No, I sound like a 2-year-old that just landed on planet Earth. I can barely speak at all.
This is just like separately, I'm saying this out loud. I have wanted to have like a private Khmer tutor if I'm really going to like dedicate to learning Khmer and like have a course, and like at least every week I'm joining them, or like maybe several times a week. And now they have a lot of those that you can do online with tutors. And I'm like, oh, that would be really great, because I guess Spanish is a little different, like where to place your tongue, the shape your mouth should be in. Like someone actually teaching it to you helps you figure out that sound better. Like, no, this is an N sound. This is a soft H sound. Or when you say this word, the double L in Spanish, in this word, it sounds a little different. Like, and here's why. Like, that's the type of nuance that as an adult, you're like, cool, now I don't sound stupid when I say the word. Like, thank you. Like,
yeah, but it's also like, I just need to know what the words are.
Yeah. I don't know. I would break it because I'm surprised you're asking,
You know,
because
it's
you're
also
a rebel. Like,
it's also
I would,
hard. It's been hard because I do kind of know French, so there's a lot that's very similar. Like there are like overlapping Latin-based words, and that's how I can
That's
figure a lot
true.
of it out. But then it's opposite too, so I'm always like L or lay, like
I would,
la. Or,
if
I
you're
don't know.
serious, I would just get the tutor and ditch the streak. But
I'm not that serious.
I would, if it's just for fun, then break the streak. Maybe the pressure will be relieved. Like, it wasn't a streak, but I had like 120 tabs on my phone, on my Chrome or whatever, on my Safari. And I just like went through.
Were you saving them?
I don't know what I was doing with them. That's the real. You guys, like, honestly, like, we've talked about this. Like, I, as a person, love learning and collecting information and having resources. Like, that's input is like, I'm not on Strength Finders. Input is my very number one. And I've taken Strength Finders like 3 times over my corporate life and then outside of corporate life. And input was my top strength every time. Like, I'm an information seeker and I like to know it and I like to gather and I like to have it. And the unfortunate side is that I'll keep stuff way longer than I need to. So in the tabs that I kept.
Mine is relater.
Oh, I like that.
I just threw it away. So mine's obviously
Input.
not input.
No, keep it. Input, strategic, futuristic, communicator, and relator is at my bottom. Like, relator has always been at the end, but makes sense like out of other top strengths.
Mine is relater, arranger, ideation, adaptability, and responsibility. Like,
I see
we
how
have
those
0
come out.
overlap.
No overlap, but great skill sets that we both. Well,
we had
relators that
relater,
are
yeah.
relators in there.
You enjoy close relationships. You find deep satisfaction in working hard with friends to achieve a goal.
That's true.
Yeah.
And like I have like input, strategic, communicator, and futuristic, which are all very like also kind of the futuristic side feels very Sagittarius energy. So it's funny to see like, is there one of yours?
Is that like planning?
Yeah. And like dreaming is the futuristic part. Like the philosopher of a Sagittarius is a dreamer.
See,
So
I feel like I don't think I'm like my Virgo, whenever they talk about Virgo stuff, I'm like, no.
that's not you.
Like this, like mine, number 4, literally adaptability. You would prefer to go with the flow. You take things as they come and discover the future one day at a time. I like to plan some things, but not, I don't know. I don't like to hold things tightly. That could also have changed with age.
That could be. Like your strengths, they say usually are at the top. But like, anyway, the whole reason I was going this way was like information gathering and my tabs, right? So, but I am glad we
See, but I think I have a lot of tabs that I've never even noticed because I just start a new one every time.
you just start over. Like, okay, so to give you an idea of what made the cut, it's mostly recipes. So I had, it's like a rigatoni with sausage and fennel recipe. So like like that's in there. A jewelry repair place that's nearby that will also do custom jewelry because I have a turquoise piece that I want to get repaired. But turquoise and that jewelry it's a very distinctive look to it. So when it gets repaired, it has to look good. So I'm like researching this place. My grandmother's obituary from last year.
You're holding that open?
I still have it, the tab. The custom bathroom curtains with waterproof layer that you shared with me from 2 pages curtains.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have a project that I want to use that for. And I'm like, don't forget. And then literally like they're these stainless steel, it's made by Bradco stainless steel. It's open for a kitchen that I'm trying to do right now. It's those Bradco stainless steel bins that go in the trash pullouts, and they have like a lid. They have one that's like a compost bin that has a metal lid that closes over it. Like you've seen these. I'm just holding it up on the screen, but it's like a drawer pullout thing so it's literally like spec work. Like there's a couple spec works and then recipes, and it felt really freeing to get rid of like over 100 things that were just like, this is just an artist you were looking at. Either follow them on Instagram or save it on Pinterest and then move on. Like you either want to go back to this later or you don't. And if you like their art, follow them so you see them again. And if not, close it, even though it was cool to look at. Just you'll find it again one day. Like
I mean, maybe it's just me not doing it anymore, but I used to bookmark a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And I know you still can, but like I fell out of habit with that.
And I feel like I was bookmarking a lot of stuff that I didn't come back to. And then when it came to just leaving tabs open, I was like, oh, this is basically like a bookmark that I don't have to deal with.
No,
and
I looked at my Safari bookmarks recently, and they're like things from 15 years ago, which just kind of becomes like a little bit of a time capsule. So maybe that's what you're doing.
I had favorites in Chrome because, Chrome saves them. I had favorites of stuff from way before I was even in design school, pre-2012, like websites I was referencing about commercial design stuff for a class. I was like, what the hell? Like, I obviously never clear out that stuff, but it did feel liberating to clear it out. And that's what I'm wondering if your streak will feel liberating to start over and be like, cool, so there's no pressure. Like back at day one, like I just build again, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, I've really been working on consistent small habits, like, which is not in my nature because I'm adaptability. I go with the flow. So I've been working on a few for the past couple years, like washing my face. Like I've never been a face washer at night, like which is just crazy to some people I know. But I blame it on like I never had acne. So like I never had like bad consequences from not washing my face. And then, but now that I've been doing it, I can feel like, okay, now I get it. It feels gross when you don't. And like going to sleep with a full beat on is like not the move.
oh my gosh.
So
with your mineral sunscreen on your face. Like for me, like that will make me break out overnight. So I have to get it off my skin.
And I have plenty of issues with my skin, but that's not it. So I've been building that habit. And so now I'm doing my little morning habit where I get up like pretty much immediately, don't look at my phone, write my stuff and read and walk. So I think maybe I don't need that habit anymore of the Duolingo because I'm building other ones. And I think maybe it feels like too much too. Like it's too many things. And the Duolingo isn't adding to my life in any way, where the other things I think are.
Like the value of that streak is just not coming back to you. So then now you're
That's
giving
pissing me
yourself.
off. I'm like pushing it later and later. I'm like, ooh, it's 11:58. I can still do it.
See, yeah. So now it just feels like an obligation. Like, oh, I'm keeping this around out of a sense of obligation. And this, I literally this morning was talking to a friend of mine about the like sunk cost logic that most of us keep in, which is like, well, I've already put so much time into it. It's like, you can ditch whatever you want whenever you want. There will be consequences to whatever it is, but like this feels like very low consequence. But if you just said like, I hate my Tesla, I want to get out of it, like you could. Yes, there's always going to be, it's like that. It kind of traps us sometimes of the, oh, all the time, money, energy, whatever I've already done means
Yeah,
that
relationships,
like,
things like if you let it go,
girl,
you
right?
usually don't even think about it anymore.
Literally, like the amount of peace and tranquility I've had for albeit like me having to like really learn of like learning to, hey, you're relying on your business and yourself. You don't have your partner's income to think about. Like all of that discomfort and retraining. I still actively every day, I'm like, hey, you are still operating at a lower level than what you had to when your life included that person. Like in a more relaxed level, in a less high vibrate, like less high vibration, less anxiety, less all of that. Like any little thing we could
You need
do,
less, yeah.
like and the ease that comes to you start realizing like, oh, all these other things I do are so much easier. Why was I defending the sunk cost of something else sometimes if the payout, like
I
it's
mean,
a
a
meta
marriage is
question.
like
Marriage is way
there's a
different than
lot of different things, a
a
bigger.
Duolingo app. But I think it's that same question of like, well, if this isn't making me happy and I don't like it, despite the sunk costs I've put into it, who cares? Like, you can always learn Spanish again. You could have like on, my Nana's obituary was that she lived to 93 and had loving children and great grandchildren all over and blah, blah, blah. And her, she did not have a tragically short life by any means. She was like complaining about having to go to the old people luncheon at church. And I'm like, you're the old people. Like, you're the oldest one there. And I feel like your obituary is not going to say, had a 4,000 day streak on
She
Duolingo.
abandoned her Duolingo streak at 7:31.
Or like over the course of her life, she had multiple 1,000 plus day Duolingo streaks. Like maybe, I don't know, but
Definitely
if
not. No, I
I
don't.
feel,
No one even knows
well,
unless they
now they know.
see my widget and
Yeah, unless they see
listen
it
to this
now.
episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I don't like being guilted and I don't like being harassed and told what to do. And
I
I
feel
think
that.
that's what's happening. And it's doing it like it's guilting me over something that I didn't even not do. So now I'm like,
Yeah.
F you, Duo.
I think you should. It'll make you feel better. And then if you do it again, you just won't feel that same
When
pressure
I delete this
anymore.
widget, I
Like,
probably will never think about it again.
I don't think about the 100 tabs I closed. I don't even
Huh,
know. I
what
know
even
what
were
was
they?
on them, but I'm
Oh,
like,
you do?
yeah, now that I'm going back, I'm like, oh, that was just a fabric I looked at one time. Like, just close it, girl. Like, unless you ordered a memo, close that shit.
Or
Um,
order the memo and then close it.
I want to switch a little bit to one thing I found that I don't know if this might be fascinating and I don't know where everybody could do this, but there's this company called Barkhouse. Have you heard of them?
Mm-mm.
They
It's not dog
make,
related?
no, it's just barkhouse.com and they make bark siding and panels. So basically, like they use raw bark and, they like collect unused lumbers and things like that. And they make
Like
like
compressed?
interior, like some of them are just the raw bark.
Does
Like,
it look like the
looks
bark
like
in my
bark.
neighbor's house? Like,
I don't know if I remember.
well, just everybody like that you
Like
put in
they
your
have.
planter bed, or is it like actual like sheets of bark?
Oh, you mean like mulch?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, wait, in your neighbor's house? I was like, I haven't been in your neighbor's house. No, this is like panels that they make like tiles, and some of them are like high relief bark. Like they have like your typical like birch, but they have some of them that are also like cherry wood and cherry and leather and like pine. And they have like some of them are the full textured bark where you can see like the graining and the movement, and like you can put them on the exterior of the house. So they have like shingles. And the whole reason I'm bringing this up is like, I thought that it was a really interesting way. Like, you probably aren't going to get away with it in fire country. It's probably not going to be in California for you and I. Like, good luck getting this approved. But some of them are really fascinating.
Yeah, the ones with like the big knots and stuff that stick out. It's just
And some
I'll
of
be
them are
honest.
stitched with leather to close the knots. So it's like another texture. So it's like, it's just another
kinda
level.
giving me like 2014 barnwood walls.
Maybe. But if you were like a cool,
It
like
had
some
to
of
be
their
like really
pictures,
cool.
like an Edward Cullen style cabin, like house, not a cabin by that point, but something like that. There's, I think, a level where I wouldn't want it to become the house's whole identity. That's probably what you and I are thinking of, that like early.
Yeah, now we have Edison bulbs.
And like metal,
We're drinking
like
out of jelly
metal plumbing conduit
jars.
shelf supports. Yeah, I don't want it to be that, but there's one where there's like the poplar bark where it's an interior panel, and you really get to see that like vertical like
No, I think it'd be
graining
cool,
of it.
especially if it's like, yeah, there's inlays in some of them where they look like big sheets with like metal inlays between them.
And some of them have like the
I don't like
knots
the
in them
birch one.
still. Birch, I feel like, gives you
It's-
that vibe you don't want.
It's AI built a house in Aspen. Yeah.
But if you were like, I know we have hotties who do vacation homes, and like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I think some of them are pretty cool. Like, there's
It's
this,
probably expensive too. Yeah.
like, look at this. This is a picture. You guys, I'm just like sharing it in here with Rebecca and I. But look at this is their poplar bark interior, and like, look how much shadowing is on
The ceiling
bark.
looks cool.
Like, yeah, putting it between those coffers and like having the shadow relief. Like, they've obviously lit this room really well to highlight all of the wood. But imagine if it wasn't a cabin setting and you had that background like, I feel like that could be made cool in the back of like a built-in, maybe. Like, don't do the whole room, just do instead of
it's giving
wallpaper.
me like every cabin in Lake Tahoe. That's like my big pain. Like it's one of my complaints that they all
kind of have that like log
brown on
cabin
brown
vibe.
on brown, leather on brown floors, on brown walls, on all the same tone.
Yeah. And I think there's a way. I'm like, ooh, how could you do this like a different way, is where I'm getting at, is like, though there's something about having more access to those materials of what you could do with it. So I thought that was a fun one. And then I found this other one, which you guys, I have not like checked this at all, but I'm sharing it because I think it's cool, is it's called Khus store. I'm probably saying it wrong. It's Indian, and it's KHUS store.com. They make these vetiver cooling panels. So it's like,
What does vetiver look like?
it's the vetiver roots. So they're very like
I only know what it smells like.
matte. It almost looks like a brushy matchstick shade. If you KHUS store.
Okay.
And it's historic. Like, I went down a rabbit hole, again, the input of it all. These are historically used almost as like a swamp cooler alternative, like natural home cooling of these like mats that they look like an Indian, like a chic blind, like the other Indian woven blinds kind of. These just are made with the vetiver roots. And if you wet them and hang them in front of like a window or a door, then you get like evaporative cooling, which is just like the invention of air conditioning. So they're cool because they're very
Interesting. Can you
textured
make
and
them fit the window? Like these are
well, I'm sure you
their examples
could.
are not great.
Yeah, and I'm sure that you could get like something like this that would be an exact. I
Huh.
don't think I would use this as a window covering necessarily, but if you were in a hot month and you like, could this work
Instead of putting
outside?
foil on your windows like all the people in Paris were doing.
Oh my gosh, I saw Germans doing that on
Yeah.
TikTok. And like people were in the comments debating whether the foil should be on the outside of the window or the inside of the window. And then like one comment, which had to, like, hey, you guys, this is how
Sorry,
German.
said no.
Sorry, Germans. Germans are like, I knew there would be a German in the comments who's like, hi,
Okay.
I'm an engineer. Like, I
Engineer,
fully
yeah.
expected that before I even tapped the comments that I'm like, someone's going to be in here. You can always depend on a practical German to show up in the comments and tell you
Well, that's what we needed in that point, right?
exactly. And they were like, it should totally be on the outside because if it's on the inside, you already had heat transfer through the
Yeah.
glass, and that glass is now radiating that heat into your room. If you use that, she's using like spray water bottle to
Yeah.
put the foil on. And she's like, this way you're reducing how much gets into the house. And all I could think of when I saw the windows was, and now you need a soft treatment in front of this because it creates another insulative layer. Because if you reach behind, when I go behind my draperies
Oh, yeah.
and I reach behind them on a 100-degree day, I can feel the temperature difference on the inside of the room that's been protected with the drapery in front of it. And I can feel that little pocket of like 90-degree air sitting between the window and the drapery. And like people are like, why aren't there like close your curtains when you want to keep your house cool? Like this is why we have a combination of window treatments. Like,
well, that's what they're originally for. But also they were saying if you put the foil on the inside, the glass would break because it's going to get hotter.
it's just gonna, it's gonna like trap all that heat right against it. I mean, the trick my dad uses in Arizona is foil on a piece of cardboard put into the window, like tilted into the window. And then he puts a piece of foam that's like cut, like large styrofoam that's cut to it. And he puts that against the window. The foam goes in between his blinds or shades. So there's that extra layer of that. It's like a 1.5 inch thick styrofoam. I mean, it's 117 where he is.
It could be built in somehow. Like that's
on something, and probably on like a newer home, you would plan for more of that. Like I think that house was built in the early 90s, and so it doesn't really like you're lucky the windows have any energy efficiency, let alone current standards.
One more quick side track. Did you see this picture? I don't know if it was real. I think it was. I think it was in Norway where this little town lives in this deep valley.
Yeah. Oh, I did hear about this. With the mirrors?
It never gets sun like for half the year. So they put gigantic mirrors on the side of a mountain to reflect the light in.
This is real. It's in Norway.
It was Norway, right?
Not even. RJUKAN. I don't know my Norwegian pronunciation.
Start my Duolingo on
Apparently, there's also an alpine village in Italy that did this. Oh gosh, we love
It's so smart.
So smart. And as someone who would definitely be depressed in a dark valley town in the winter, like thank God. But also I would have gotten out of there.
Yeah. So it's probably like retaining the population. Does it warm it up, do you think?
Like a heat ray? Like
yeah, like wouldn't it? Like it starts fire, like a mirror could start a fire.
Yeah, it must have a level of warmth.
Like it's not going to start a fire like you kids burn ants. Well, maybe it's not a mirror. Mirrors don't do that, right? It has to have a refractory, like a crystal or...
I mean, a mirror could, though. Like, kids take the mirrors or magnifying
there's those
glasses.
Crystal lamps. I think, like, Hudson Valley might have one. Like, don't put it in a window because it'll start a fire.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah.
So
my boyfriend has a crystal ball, which is really pretty. It's really nice, actually. But you do have to make sure it's covered all the time. Like you have to put the cloth over the top of it, because if it catches the light the wrong way, it's 100% going to catch like things on fire.
And you'll let the magic out.
Is that? Yeah. And then the spirits are
The
out.
shroud.
And you can't.
It's a shroud. Anyway, okay. That was a lot of
random stuff at the end there, but
side quests.
The short version is forget Duolingo.
Okay.
Start over. Do something else.
No, I'll never do it again.
But also there's so much other cool stuff. I didn't put it in together that we were both I feel like we've talked about our strength finders before, but now it's making me wonder, like,
I just did
what
it.
else
I'm
has
starting
changed.
a new like mastermind group, and that was part of it.
Okay. We should come back and talk about it, because if you're open to it, I will read it again. I've read it several times now, and it makes you think about like embracing the things you are truly like good at.
It's more like work style stuff versus like your
life values or something.
personality or
Yeah. And I think what it underscores is that it's that overlap of like what I like, what I'm good at, what I can get paid for, like those types of
where are my gaps that need to be filled by somebody who has a different strength.
Yeah. And Strength Finders is about, hey, we're throwing off that old belief system of work on everything till you're good at it. Like some people aren't going to have a natural propensity, like sports or athleticism is not going to come naturally. There's a level that you could practice and get better at something, but it's not practicing and getting better at something that you don't have innate ability for will never make it one of your strengths. If I go out and like, I don't enjoy athleticism, and I start putting all my time and energy into that, it's still not going to overtake the things that I am naturally strong at. And if I put...
it's going to take more time. And like if you're a manager trying to like get stuff done and you're trying to get me to do something I'm not good at, it's going to take me 5 times as long as somebody who has a natural ability and is just going to knock it out. So you might as well put me on something that I have a natural ability for and will knock it out. And then that same other person probably, like, our strengths don't match in that way. So,
and the results are going to be better from your strength than they would be from the thing you've had to train. So I don't know. That's why I don't ultimately come back to like Strength Finders is nice if you're really focused on like getting real about what you are good at, how you use it, what you're going to do with it. I like that. Because the focus isn't on, hey, you're not really good at this, so let's just like hammer you over something you're not good at. Instead, it's trying to make the most of that. Like, I guess it goes back to that zone of genius concept and staying within that, which is like back to the big leap conversation we had when we read that. Like, if you get them aligned, you get all the stuff you want.
Yeah, I need to learn more about it. Interesting. I have no influencing, which is kind of funny.
You don't think you have it?
Well,
or it says
on this,
in your results?
I have no, like the categories that they're under, like there's no orange. Like influencing is orange and I don't have any.
Like your influential behaviors, you mean?
Activator, command, communication, competition, maximizer, self-assurance, significance, and woo.
I think some of that comes back, but I think some of that comes back to the motivation for those things, right? Like those things not being in there is like the motivating factor for someone who woos is different. Like you can woo people when you want to. You know how to sell yourself and your studio and what you do. But the motivator for a woo is like they're doing that and living in it all the time. Like they're winning over others is the woo of it all. Like they are motivated by coming in and wooing people and they thrive in that. And I feel like you're like, ugh, I don't want to have to do that with everybody.
Like if you don't want to do it, then don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to make you, but I'm going to tell you how cool it is and then I'm going to stop. But a wooer, they're not going to stop. It's on all the time.
Yeah,
we know
maybe
wooers.
Sociopaths as well.
Narcissism. I'm so curious to know. I'm always curious when people like, I'm like, ooh, you're like, okay, this is good. Anyway.
Yeah, mine's a lot more relationship building.
Yeah.
All right. I think we did it. We should let these people go.
We did it. Well, okay. Let me do it then. The real way. Until next time.
Stay hot, designers.
Thanks for listening to the Hot Young Designers Club podcast.
For more on what we talked about today, check out the show notes.
Your support helps us grow, so share with your design besties.
And subscribe and leave a review on Apple Podcasts.
Our conversations continue on Instagram.
And be sure to download our monthly resources on our website and our Patreon.